just goes. Oh, hey, we're on. Hey! There we go. All right. Welcome to the 5th annual 1545 pre-show. If I seem a little preoccupied, I'm practicing because my run's like in an hour. Oh, geez. Yeah. Actually, you want to see the practice I'm going? It's actually like...
Yeah, sure. How's it
all
going?
right, so hang on. Let me pull it up. So, oh, geez.
Right.
Oh, I'm dying. Let me pause. Hang on. So I've been practicing the first level because the first level, it's an easy level, but it's really easy to choke it. So hang on one sec. All right, I should be streaming it now. So here we go. So you gotta like swing the vine, jump up here, but you gotta have like enough. You gotta be fast enough. And unfortunately, I'm choking it now.
Now, you do realize that you're playing a Bug's Life.
Yes, I'm playing a Bug's Life. Didn't we talk about adding it last 1545?
It was mentioned, but not quite this year. I think you're doing Crash 1, if I remember correct.
Wait, what? Ah, shit.
You,
uh-oh. I better take care of that.
Doing the wrong thing here a little bit.
All right, well, let me stop playing this then. I'll figure that out later. Sorry, team. Might have just ruined our shot.
An hour and a half, I think.
I'll figure it out. But, yeah, so... 5th annual 1545. Didn't think I'd be saying that. 5 years of this. Wow, that's a lot.
Yeah, and we do have...
now we gotta go ahead and have close stream. Can you do that? Okay. We're so small. We're so small. All right, hopefully will be able to fix that. But if not, we can at the very least keep talking. Also, I think someone just dropped a bunch of subs in the chat. I don't know. I look over. Oh, yeah, it's SHM. Thanks, SHM. Woo! But, so yeah. Boy, another year come and gone since the last 1545. I'm shocked. What a year. But one thing that we like to do in the pre-show is go over how much things have improved in the last year in all 13 games. And I was looking over the current world records in each game. And out of the 13 categories being ran in this 1545, 9 of them have had a new world record since the last 1545. That's actually kind of incredible. So, to go over that, though, so Super Mario 64 120 star, at least on N64. Last 1545, it was a 138.28. Now it's a 138.21. So small world record, but it's also one of the most optimized runs in this. I mean, all the games are optimized, but like, man, they've saved as much as they can in that game. Sunshine 120 Shine used to be 256.54. Now it's a 254.28. So another 2.5.
How optimized that is.
I was gonna say you would be able to talk more about Sunshine than I would. So, but yeah, that is a lot of time saved.
Yeah, especially for an only 3-hour category.
Yeah.
We go and if we look at Galaxy 1, at the time of the last 1545, the record was a 529.52, and now we're sitting at a 528.16. Which I don't know if you've watched Galaxy recently, but they do some absolutely insane stuff nowadays in that game.
Oh, do they really?
Yeah.
I haven't seen Galaxy since last 1545, so now I'm actually excited. And of course, that 528.16 is not even mentioning the fact that if we include the 3D All-Stars version, which came out, it's a 527.10, which is just even crazier. So, yeah. So then we got Galaxy 2 242, which was in an interesting situation because during the last 1545, the world record was set at a 9:07.26, and now it is sub 9 hours. The 9-hour barrier was broken. It is now 8:59.27. Probably one of the biggest milestones hit in the last year in terms of the 1545 games.
Yeah, and probably one of the biggest there ever will be at this point.
I mean, looking over every game, I don't know if there's any game at this point that can break another hour boundary. Unless some crazy stuff is found in Crash 1 to make that sub 1 hour, but I really doubt that's going to happen.
That would be very tight.
That would be very tight, yeah.
Also, it's Crash 1, so that's also extremely difficult.
Yeah, true. Speaking of Crash 1, the world record last 1545, 103.22, now a 102.28. So almost a minute saved, which actually boggles my mind because I think of Crash 1 as a game where the world record was perfect already. So I genuinely don't know how another minute was saved unless it was just even crazier zigzagging. I would love to actually talk to one of the top runners so that I can actually further appreciate Crash 1. I mean, as someone who's running the game, I would love to actually know where that minute of time save came from. Because I'm not that active in the community, obviously, but that's awesome. But unfortunately, that's really the only Crash game that's had an improvement. Crash 2, the world record remains a 109.43, set back in October of 2019. And Crash 3, the world record remains a 159.31 from September of 2018. So come on, Crash 3 runners. We can beat this record. It's almost 3 years old. Come on. We
next
can
year.
Do this. Next year.
Maybe during this event.
Maybe during this event. That would be incredible. But it's certainly possible. So meanwhile, the counterpart of Crash, we got Spyro. Spyro 1 is one of the more interesting things because anyone who hasn't been paying attention to Spyro 1 won 20% of the last year. Get with the program. Because there has been an intense, would you call it a rivalry or like a friendly competition? Between, who is it? It's between Deo and Saboom, is it?
I do not recall.
Oh man, I'm gonna mess this up now. This is why, you can do all the research you want, and then you go to say something and you're gonna mess up. All right, hang on, I'm double checking right now. I'm correct. It is Deo and Saboom.
You're saying it's correct.
Okay, so between Deo and Saboom, where Deo been working on that world record for a while, finally gets it. Saboom hits back comes out of nowhere, hits back, gets world record back again. Deo gets it back again. So currently Deo has the world record at a 121.52, set just last month. But Saboom set a new PB 4 seconds behind Deo just yesterday. So it is very possible that Saboom takes it back in just the next couple of weeks. So I know both of them are working hard at it. So that's actually incredible. Spyro 2 was a 135.23, now currently a 134.43. So about 40 seconds of time save? I think it's 40 on the dot, actually. And then Spyro 3, world record hasn't changed. Still just a 256.33, but at least that's from March 2020. So, I'll give that one a pass. Next year, we'll have a new Spyro 3 record. I have faith.
Someone get on that.
Someone will get on that, I'm sure. I don't know who, but someone. Then we got, last but certainly not least, the Rareware 301 games, which I will fully admit is probably the games I am least qualified to talk about. But here I am. So Banjo-Kazooie was a 157.39 last 1545, and now it's a 156.32, so over a minute time saved there. Similarly, Banjo-Tooie was a 4:17:30 and is now a 4:16:15. Also, I will say this right now, if a world record was set in the last 2 days, I don't know about it, so please let me know.
I don't believe so for those.
Oh my goodness. Well, I'm saying for any of these games, so.
Oh, well, I don't know. I don't think so, though.
I don't think so. And then Donkey Kong 64, the last game that did not change. The world record remains a 5:16:05 set back in May 2020. But that is, you can't have a new world record
every other year we have to, though, so someone get on that.
Right, and the clock's ticking on Crash 3. Like, come on, guys. September 2018.
Yeah, seriously.
Yeah. So, anyways, that's stuff from the past year. Before we go over the teams and runners for this relay, though, I do want to say something that I thought was very interesting. So, as we open this pre-show up, this is the 5th annual 1545. We started doing this the summer of 2017. And I don't know how many of you were around for that, but that summer we had 6 teams, just like we do this year, actually. Although instead of a magenta team, we had a yellow team, but whatever.
Pretty much the same.
Pretty much the same. But I was looking over the stats because, I'm a computer science person. Stats kind of interesting. And I found out that, and I really, really hope that I get this correct because I'm going to feel terrible if I get this wrong one way or another.
I'm sure someone will yell at us before we're done.
I'm sure someone will yell at me if I am wrong. However, from what I can tell, there are 11 runners who have actually participated, as in run at least one game in every main 1545 so far. From the one in 2017, 2018, 2019, 2020, and this year. And I thought that for a 5th 1545, these 11 runners absolutely deserve a shout out. So I'm going to go ahead and I want to give a shout out in alphabetical order, just because that's the order I listed them in, to Bandow 2000, Burgerlands 2, GoGo TPC, iCup Speedruns, Mutants Abyss, or Claire, Nerf, Oddme, Pods Dragon,
or Podsderg.
Or Podsderg, sorry. Tet, Wet SR, and White Paws, because those 11 runners have been in every single main event, which I think is just a round of applause. That's awesome. All right. And here's hoping for another 5, and maybe you guys will get another shout out on the 10-15-45. Who knows?
Yeah.
But anyways, that's enough about the past, I think. Let's go over the teams this year.
We're not going to the future?
Well, we can ponder about the future, but let's also live in the present.
Gotcha.
Because I want to live in the present. And I've learned too much that if you focus too much on the future, the present's going to go right by you. So let's take a deep breath in. Let's talk about the teams for this event, because I'm excited. All right. So, which team do we want to go first? Because it doesn't matter to me the order we go over.
I was thinking just alphabetical by team name, if that's good with you.
Oh boy, you're going to make me think. Which team is Alpha?
Well, first up is
L?
Team... Yep, first we have Team Literally Unprepared, a.k.a. the Green Team.
All right. So, Green Team Literally Unprepared, captained by Bandow, who is one of the 11 runners I just mentioned. But, of course, every team has important runners. This Green Team has a total of 11 runners on it. And they are as follows. They are Bandow, Oddme, I'm a True Gamer, King J0444, Greater Harpy. It's Greater Harpy, right?
Yes.
If I mess up saying someone's name, I'm so sorry. Like, this is something I'm very paranoid over. GoGo, Znernicus, Bomber Cash, ZL or Zachary Lawrence, Zando Toaster, and CD Ramatron. So those are the runners of Team Literally Unprepared. I hope they actually did do, some preparation. I will say it'll be really funny when the team that's called Literally Unprepared wins, just saying.
I would have no complaints. But then again, we got 6 great teams here.
Oh, we got 6 awesome teams. I'm excited. All right, so alphabetical order. Next would be what? M?
Yeah, next we got Team Mandor Hand Hook Cardor. Rolls off the tongue very nicely.
It's still better than the T-posing Pog, Pug, Hog, Cog, Log, Dog, Fog, Jog. It was something like that. I don't think the word fog was in it, but whatever. It's at least Mandor, Hand Hook Cardor I can remember.
And that is our magenta team. And yeah, it has the members Fire Goes Fast, SB Runs, Flygon Man, Claire, aka Mutants Abyss, Candy Boots, Doughboy Nation, Nitrovsky, Count Creep. Is that yellow?
Yes, Wally won probably.
Yes, Wally won. Okay. And Ben Saunders.
Yep, with Nitroff being the team captain for the team. So another team that I have to say, in all 5 years, I'm trying not to be biased. In all 5 years of 1545, this might be my favorite team name.
Ooh.
And honestly, this also might be my favorite team emote.
It is a pretty good emote.
By the way, since I mentioned emotes, shoutouts to Gage, who does our emotes. He does an amazing job. And I think that he deserves more credit. We literally gave him we gave him just the team names to go off of. And he was able to make it work. Yeah, and I'm shocked.
He had the original designs made up before I'd even read all the team names, so that's pretty impressive.
Yeah, he was very quick on the fly. All
right, so our next team, we have Team Orange Door Hinge, which naturally is our Aquamarine team.
Really? That someone should tell him that's up to the layout. But no, Orange Door Hinge, obviously orange. Yep. This team consisting of Marvjongs. I hope it's Marvjongs. I think that's it. Jeff Compass, Aboderg, Rox, Asmi, iCup Speedruns, Zarulda, Burgerlands, Keto, and Rico coming back with the Crash Trifecta. So that's going to be quite interesting. So, what do you think?
Well, first of all, I would say that's also a very solid emote, in my opinion. Very to the point.
Yeah. I don't got much more literal, I guess. But I think I had said it best. I had made the tweets mentioning the teams last night. I just hope that door hinge isn't rusty at all, because you don't want to be a rusty speedrunner. You don't want to be a rusty speedrunning team. That's for sure.
Looking at this list of runners, I don't think that's going to be a problem.
Probably not. But you never know. Anything can happen in the 1545. I've seen everything happen in the 1545.
No, there are always new things every year.
Oh yeah, so who knows what the new thing is going to be this year? But I'm sure it'll be something. All right, Team 4, totally not biased in any way, even though I'm on the team. We got the Purple Yoshis, which I'm excited about because Purple Yoshis are awesome. And I'm totally, once again, not biased. But you want to go ahead and run down the list of everyone?
Absolutely. So starting out, we got Zgamut, Luco SRL, I believe, MKK.com, Keegan, how does his name end? Keegan Simway?
I think it's like Simmy. I don't know how to pronounce it now.
Okay. Schlongster, Ad129. I don't know this name based on the 4 letters he wrote. A. Whitmore.
Oh, okay.
Stuser, Hypnoshark, Rui, some guy named Rob, and Chaotic Ether.
Dude, I heard it through the grapevine that Rob thought he was playing a Bug's Life this whole time and is totally screwed.
Well, don't worry. He has an hour to prepare or so.
Only an hour, though. That's not a lot of time, especially when his PB is like an hour and a half. But, well...
That's pretty much enough time for the whole game.
Yeah, I'm sure Rob will make do. No big deal. But yeah, no. I'm excited. This is... Actually, it's kind of nice for me to be back on Purple Team. That was the first. So the first 1545 was on Purple Team as well. So kind of nice to go back and be on Purple again.
Purple is a very nice color, so I would have no complaints if that were me.
Yeah. All right. Fifth team. I love it when the teams come up with a creative name for themselves. that represents their color without explicitly stating their color. And I think this is a team where if you're a speedrunner, I'm going to tell you what this team name is, and you're probably going to know exactly what color it is. It's team time save for next run. Because as many of us know, when you're running live split, by default, if you're behind your PB, the splits are red. And you know what? Let's put a positive spin on that. We're not behind. It's just time save for next run. Boom.
And who knows? Maybe that's time save that they're planning on getting in the 1545.
Exactly. So this team consists of Exprelli for Zeno. I'm Jay. A Super Viper T302, I believe it is. Tyson 78. SHM, Zaffication, Mr. Pop, Aether Strider, Tet, Yellow, and Piano Man. So this is going to be
solid team there.
Yeah, I mean, all these teams are looking solid, so I'm really happy with how they're all turning out. And then finally, final team, they are a big fan of this product called Updog, and they wanted to name their team after this amazing product of Updog. So they decided to call. So they decided to call themselves the Updoggers. They are representing the blue color, and this team consists of Alaris, Red Ghost, Pods, Nade, Auphonium, Nujar, Wed, Bregerman, White Paws, Kyle, and Kieran SR. So that is a solid team there. You know?
Absolutely.
Yeah. So also, I feel like we stopped mentioning it, so I'm just going to quickly run through the team captains as well. Because they also get a shout out because they were able to make the schedules for their teams and get their team members all organized. So
and remake them in some cases.
And remake them in some cases, and deal with organizers kind of being pains in the butts in other times. So, I would. But so for team literally unprepared, the captain's Bandau. For Mandor Handhook Car Door, the captain was Nitrovsky. For Orange Door Hinge, the captain is Rico. For Purple Yoshis, the captain was Schlongster. For Time Save for Next Run, the captain is Super Viper. And for the Updoggers, the captain was keep saying was as though it's the past tense. Is Wed.
Yeah, so shout outs to all of them, because that is a lot of work to constantly remake a schedule that lasts 40 hours. So
yep.
Kudos to them.
Yep. All right. So, okay. All right, I see what's going on. All right. So, we're getting towards the end of the pre-show, but before we officially get ready to begin this race, so as an organizer, I have access to all of the team chat. So, for those who have not done the 1545 before, the way it's set up is every team has its own private chat where like only the members of Orange team can talk together, only the members of Blue team, and it's to like help build teams or whatever. And I noticed something in a couple of different chats where when the teams were choosing colors, they were saying, don't choose purple. Purple is cursed. And I'm like, what are they talking about? Purple is not cursed. I don't know what they're talking about. So like I said earlier in the pre-show, I am a person who likes stats. So I went back into the past 4 main 1545s. I looked at the placement of each color, and I figured out the average placement of each team. So in all the 1545s, we've had a total of 9 colors, although one of those 9 is magenta, which has not run yet. So these are the average placements for each team color. Averaging up the highest was the green team, who, despite getting last in the first 1545, won both the second and third, and then got third last year, with an average placement of 2.75. Shortly behind them was Blue, which averaged out at third, just even, by winning the first 1545, getting third in the second, sixth in the third, and second last year. Orange averaged out third at 3.25 by getting fourth or better every year. Yellow was not in it one of the years, so, we only took 3 of those average positions. But they averaged out to 3.33, which is only slightly behind orange.
Yeah.
Next was red, which, similar to yellow, was only in 3 of the 1545, and that averaged out to 4.33. Pink also averaging out to 4.33. Gray was only in 1 1545, so, their 5th placement means they averaged 5th. And then purple. I didn't think purple was cursed, but it got 5th in the first 1545, then 6th, then 7th, and then 5th again. But keep in mind also last year we only had 5 teams.
Yeah.
So an average placement of 5.75. As a member of Purple Team, I'm saying this right now, we're breaking the curse this year. All right? Because this actually blows my mind that it was that. Because statistically you'd think it'd average out, but it hasn't yet. So we're going to average it out. We're going to win. That's what I'm saying.
And it also need to see how Magenta is going to average out after this year, because they, like Rob said, have not been a color yet. So they could place pretty high, be the best, or they could be the worst. You never know.
At the end of those 1545, Magenta could average first.
Yeah.
Just be first every year. And then, you got to stop being Magenta because it's got a perfect streak.
Yeah.
All right. So I think with that, we are 3 minutes to race time. Yep. So I think what we're going to do is, in just a second, we're going to throw it over into the runner voice, where this guy, you might have heard of him, especially if you've watched past 1545s. His name is SHM. He was an organizer and is still very much involved in the 1545. He is actually himself going to be one of the first runners in the 1545, but he is also going to be the one to count us in to our 5th annual 1545. So we are ready, I think, to head over there. And the race isn't going to start for another couple minutes, but we're going to start getting ready and make sure everyone's all good to go.
And in the meantime, make sure that all of you get plenty of clips, whether of the big stream or of the individual runners stream, so that we can compile those later on for a nice highlight reel.
Yeah, because I like doing the highlight videos. The only issue is last year I did not have enough clips to work with. So I could have done a highlight video. It would have been like 9 minutes, which, that's not that fun, especially when the other ones were hour long. So give me the clips, guys, please. I beg you. But with that, I don't want to cut it any closer. So we're going to head over into the runners room, I think.
All right.